From having youth, speed, and ability on his side to outshining his opponent in every way, here's why Dricus Du Plessis is a better fighter than Robert Whittaker. It's a clash of styles, a clash of generations, and a fight that's got everyone on the edge of their seats. Robert Whittaker is the OG of the middleweight division. This man has been around the block, and he's got more tricks left to show. Whittaker's been there, done that, and collected more wins than a kid collects candy on Halloween night. He's got the experience, the skills, and the mindset of a true warrior. But here's the thing, Du Plessis is better. I know it's a pretty bold statement to make, and I'll elaborate on that in just a minute. But just think of it. Du Plessis is like the fresh-faced rookie who just stepped onto the MMA scene. He's got that youthful energy and enthusiasm that can't be contained. While Whittaker is a seasoned veteran, he's been around the block and knows a thing or two about throwing down in the cage. But here's the thing, youth brings potential. Du Plessis has the fire in his belly and the hunger to prove himself. He's ready to sink his teeth into the competition. With every fight, he's learning, growing, and evolving as a fighter. The sky's the limit for him. Whittaker, on the other hand, is like that old wise man who's seen it all. He's got tricks up his sleeve that could surprise even the craftiest opponents. But let's not forget that Father Time is undefeated. As the years go by, it gets a little harder to bounce back from those tough battles. So while Whittaker may have the experience, Du Plessis has that youthful vigor and the potential to become a force to be reckoned with in the MMA world. There's something exciting about witnessing the birth of a new star. Oh, and let's not forget, the guy knows how to finish a fight, and he's got the wins to prove it. First off, let's give a shout out to his UFC debut. Du Plessis strutted into the octagon like a boss and delivered a knockout against Marcus Perez that had everyone's jaws dropping. It was so good that the UFC had to fork over a performance of the night bonus. Talk about making a grand entrance. But that wasn't a one-hit wonder. Du Plessis kept the momentum going in his next bout, where he unleashed another knockout against Trevin Giles that left his opponent questioning his life choices. Now, let's fast forward to more recent times. Du Plessis took on some tough cookies like Darren Till, a guy known for his striking prowess. Did that stop Du Plessis? Not at all. He said, "Hey Darren, I've got something for you," and slapped on a submission like it was nobody's business. Who knew this guy had grappling skills too? And just when he thought he was done, Du Plessis stepped into the cage with Derek Brunson. Now, Brunson is no pushover, but Du Plessis unleashed a TKO that had people's eyes popping out of their heads. It's clear that Du Plessis is the real deal. He's racking up victories against top-notch fighters and doing it in style. Speaking of style, Dricus Du Plessis is a well-rounded fighter who can bring the heat both in striking and grappling. He's got solid boxing skills that can land devastating punches, and his submissions are top-notch. When it comes to striking, Du Plessis knows how to throw down. His punches are precise, powerful, and can turn the lights out in a flash. He's got that knockout power that can make even the toughest fighters take a step back. But he isn't just a striker. When the fight hits the ground, he's equally dangerous. His grappling skills are legit, and he knows how to transition smoothly from one submission to another. He's got a bag of tricks that can leave his opponents tangled up and tapping out in no time. That's the beauty of his versatility. It keeps his opponents guessing. When he steps into the octagon, he can adapt to different styles and adjust his game plan accordingly. Whether he wants to keep it standing and trade blows or take it to the mat and work his magic, he's got the skills to make it happen. That's not to say Whittaker isn't versatile. He definitely is, but it's the combination of youth, success, and versatility that makes Du Plessis so good. But let's shift our focus to the other side of the ring for a second, because we can't overlook Robert Whittaker. This guy is an absolute powerhouse and deserves our full attention. First and foremost, Whittaker knows what it feels like to hold the UFC middleweight championship. Not only that, but he defended that title with gusto, proving he's got what it takes to hang with the best of them. He faced tough challenges from the likes of Yoel Romero and Jacare Souza and emerged victorious. That's the mark of a true champion. Whittaker's ability to compete at the highest level is unquestionable. His striking game is sharp, his footwork is smooth, and he packs a punch that can send his opponents reeling.
He's a nice winning shot on Brunson. He looks rocked, he's still dazed.
Every time he steps into the octagon, he brings a level of skill and determination that commands respect. It's like watching a master craftsman create a masterpiece, except Whittaker's masterpiece is a display of dominance in the cage, and experience is really his biggest asset. It's a crucial aspect of the fighting game. Robert Whittaker has been in the trenches. He's faced some of the toughest fighters in the middleweight division. Win or lose, Whittaker has gone toe-to-toe with top-notch opponents like Jared Cannonier, Derek Brunson, and Israel Adesanya. Those are some big names. It's like going up against a gauntlet of seasoned warriors. Whittaker knows what it feels like to taste victory and the bitterness of defeat in the octagon. Having that kind of experience under your belt is invaluable. It's like having a cheat code in the game of fighting. Whittaker has been through the highs and lows, and those experiences shape you as a fighter. They teach you lessons, they toughen you up, and they give you the knowledge to adapt and overcome. Du Plessis may be a rising star, but he hasn't faced the same kind of competition as Whittaker. That's not to say he won't get there someday, but he just isn't there yet. Plus, Whittaker's an insanely good fighter. He's definitely got it all. Whittaker's striking game is top-notch.
There's just not been a lot of diversity in what Jock...
His punches are precise, powerful, and can leave his opponent seeing stars. His kicks are just as lethal, capable of inflicting serious damage. He knows how to throw combinations that flow seamlessly, keeping his opponents guessing and off balance. But it's not just about offense for Whittaker. His footwork is smooth and agile, allowing him to move around the octagon with ease. He can bob and weave, slipping out of danger and countering with pinpoint accuracy. His ability to create angles and capitalize on openings is a testament to his skill and ring IQ. But he's also great at countering grapples. He's like a fortress when it comes to defending against takedowns and grappling attacks. His wrestling defense is on point, making it difficult for his opponents to take him down to the mat. And even if they do, he's got solid defensive skills to neutralize their attacks and work his way back to his feet. Whittaker's well-rounded skill set gives him an edge in the fighting game. He can dictate the pace and style of the fight, whether it's a striking battle or a ground war. So when it comes to facing Du Plessis, Whittaker's diverse skill set will come into play. He's got the striking, the footwork, and the defensive grappling to handle whatever Du Plessis brings to the table. It's going to be a clash of styles, and Whittaker's versatility makes him a force to be reckoned with. But with all that said, Du Plessis still has it in the bag. As I said before, he possesses an impressive skill set that could potentially outshine Whittaker in almost every aspect. His youth brings a fresh energy and hunger that can be a game changer in the fight game. Sure, experience is important, but youth can bring its own advantages. Du Plessis has the potential for rapid growth and improvement, and he's already shown glimpses of his immense talent. Many experts in the MMA world believe that Du Plessis has what it takes to come out victorious in this matchup. Whittaker's credentials and accomplishments are impressive, no doubt about it. But in the unpredictable world of MMA, anything can happen. It's like predicting the weather. Sometimes the forecast is way off. Du Plessis might just have that X factor, that special something that can push him to the top. So from outshining his opponent in every way to having youth on his side, here's why Dricus Du Plessis is a better fighter than Robert Whittaker.